Hi everybody, and welcome to today's dieseldoocy.com flashlight demonstration and review. Today's flashlight is an exciting one indeed. Look, it is the Maglite LED XL100 flashlight, and I am going to demonstrate it and review it for you right here on camera. But first, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the flashlight. This right here is the packaging the flashlight comes in. It's a blister pack. It comes with, of course, the flashlight, and it came with 3 AA batteries. And this right in here is the instruction manual if you so choose to read it. So if you want to go in the store and buy this flashlight, this is the package you need to look for. Alright, enough about the packaging. Now let's get to the light. The light itself is looks kind of like an oversized Maglite solitaire. It uses the Luxian, or however you say it, Rebel LED. You can see it down in there once I focus on it. Yep, that's the LED that this flashlight uses. And the serial number of the flashlight is stamped right here underneath the cap. And of course you got your O-ring there for water resistance. The flashlight uses 3 AAA batteries. I so choose to run Energizer rechargeable in here. And yes, I know a lot of you guys might not be a fan of this, but this flashlight does use a battery carrier. This battery carrier looks very, very well constructed though. It feels very solid. And this is the end of the carrier that goes into the flashlight once it focuses. There we go. This is the end that goes into the flashlight. This is the end where the tail cap meets up, and it goes in the flashlight just like this. And see, there's the contacts on the tail cap. Screws on like this. Now here's what sets this flashlight apart from, I'd say, all other flashlights on the market today. This user interface. It has an accelerometer in it so it can sense the position of the flashlight. I'm going to start off by demonstrating the 5 modes this light has to offer. First one is your dimmer. The first one is just on and off. See, on, off, on, off. Now if you want to access these modes, you press it, hold it for a second, now it's activated. You want to dim the flashlight, just rotate the flashlight, and it dims. Rotate it back, and it's bright. Rotate it the other way, and it dims. That's for if you're right or left-handed. Alright, next mode on here is the strobe light. Press and hold it down for a second, and start strobing. Want it to strobe slower? Rotate your wrist. And it slows down, see? To where it's only flashing once every second or so. Turn it back again, and you got fast strobe. Again, rotate the other way. Same thing happens. Right now we're back on. Now this is a very neat feature here. One I've never seen before. It's called the night light. Press it and hold it. Alright, the night light's activated. Now we're going to set the flashlight down. Now watch it. See, if it's not disturbed, it dims down. Tap what it's next to, and it lights up again. This is great for inside a tent, or just pick it up and start moving it. There, you have light, and as soon as you're still again, it dims. Okay, that's the night light. Now we have the signal mode. I'm not too big of a fan of this. You press it and hold it. Now it's on signal. To signal, rotate the light. Either way. It's like doot, doot, doot. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the way they did the signal. They should have done it where you just click the tail cap. And last but not least is SOS. You know what that is, the International Distress Call. Also on SOS, you can change the brightness of it by holding it down. See? Rotate it and it's dim. Alright, that's basically how this user interface of this flashlight works. Another thing about this user interface on the XL100 that I happen to really like is it remembers the last setting you used. For example, if I want to dim it down, I press and hold on dimmer, rotate the light. Once I'm at my desired dimmer, let go of the button, and it locks it in. And see, it remembers that dimmer. Even if I go over to another mode like strobe, for example. Press and hold it strobe, it's at the same dimmer, but suppose I was slow the strobing down quite a bit to where it only blinks once every second, or half second. See, I turn it off. Now watch what happens when I go back into strobe. It remembers my last setting. And now I want to go back to dimmer. Suppose I want to go back to full brightness. Press and hold on dimmer. See, it's at dim. Now rotate it up to bright. And there it is. It stays on bright. Another feature that this user interface has is something really interesting called the lockout mode. Basically how it works, you point the flashlight up to the ceiling, and once it focuses, press and hold the button. The light comes on. Rotate it to the floor. Let go of the button. The light goes off. And now look, it's completely locked out. To deactivate the lockout mode, again, you just simply point the light at the ceiling, and once it focuses, press and hold the button. Rotate it 180 degrees to the floor. Let go of the button, and now you're back on the regular mode. I personally don't use the lockout mode on this flashlight, but I can see it being very useful, especially if you've ever left a flashlight in a purse or in your pocket and it got accidentally turned on and completely drained the batteries. Now I will show you a beam shot. Let's take the camera off the tripod. Turn off this one light. I'm still going to leave one light on. Actually, no, we'll do it in the dark. This is a beam shot of the flashlight. I'm standing about 4 feet from the wall. As you can tell, it's a very clean spot. Let's dim it down a little bit. See, it's got a little bit of a donut issue up close, but at a long distance, it's not too bad. And it does focus like all Maglites, spot to flood, although in reality I don't see any need to really deviate from having the cap screwed all the way on. Alright, now I'm going to talk about some advantages and disadvantages of this flashlight. The two biggest gripes I have about this flashlight. Look at this tail cap. See what it's missing? Let me turn on the other light. It is missing a lanyard hole. This flashlight has no place for a lanyard. And look at this. It has a plastic lens. A $40 flashlight should not come with a plastic lens. Other than that, I will have to say this is probably the best flashlight I have ever owned in my life. So with that being said, we will go outside and I will show you how the XL100 performs in a real life situation, also known as my yard. Alright, in this next part of the review, I'm going to show you how the Maglite XL100 does in complete darkness. So let's turn off the porch light and have some darkness. As you can tell, it's pitch black out here. That is, until you turn on the Maglite XL100, which you can clearly see my pickup truck parked on the other side of the street. Look down there. You can see the street that goes down to Berkeley's Bottom. That's about 150 feet away, at least. You can clearly see the house next door. Again, over 100 feet away. Let's go look in the backyard now. The beam is really good. Alright, if you look up there, that's a house on the street behind us, and up there is the tree house. That's a good 250, 300 feet away. If you shine it over here on my house, it's so bright, we might need to dim it, which you can do by rotating the light with the motion sensor. Now I will show you a comparison between the Maglite XL100 and this 3-watt Brinkmann light. Let's go to the brightest setting. Here we go. Oop, I have the thing turned wrong. Here we go. There, it's on dimmer now. Alright, this right here is the Maglite XL100, and this is the Brinkmann 3-watt. No comparison. Alright, let's turn the porch light back on now. There we go. So, as you can tell, this light does excellent. As a matter of fact, I had this at work the other night. I was able to see houses on the other side of the New River. So this is definitely an excellent everyday carry light. Alright, we are going to do one more beam shot and a size comparison with the mini Maglite AA LED version. As you can tell, the XL100 is a lot smaller, but a little bit thicker. Let's turn off the light. Right, and we'll turn the mini Mag AA onto the spot function, which will be equivalent to the beam of the XL100. Alright, there you have the beam of the AA version. Now watch this, XL100. Wow. The AA is on the left, XL100 is on the right. I think we know who the winner is here. I think we know who won. That's right, the Maglite XL100. It is one bright flashlight. Maglite rates this flashlight at 83 lumens. I've used this light at work going on the past week, and I will have to say it's probably the brightest flashlight I have ever owned. Now we're going to talk about battery life. I conducted a battery drain test. Maglite rates this flashlight at 5 hours and 15 minutes on the brightest setting, and on dim, 201 hours. I did a battery drain test on bright. Of course I didn't do it on dim because I don't want to sit around for 201 hours. And basically the conclusion I came up with is really useful light out of this flashlight I'd say is approximately 3 hours. From 0 to 2 hours it pretty much stays above 80%, but after 3 hours it starts dimming considerably. So let's proceed to the battery drain test and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, now it's time for a very exciting part of the review. That's right, this is going to be called the battery drain. We're going to put the flashlight on full brightness here. Oop. There we go, full brightness. And now we're just going to sit here and watch the flashlight till it goes dead. Actually, just kidding. What we're going to do, these are Energizer AAA rechargeables. We're going to take note of this time, which it's about to be 5 o'clock.
It's 17 hours.
There it goes. We're going to set the flashlight here, and we will note the time that the batteries go dead. Alright, we are now
18 hours.
1 hour into the battery drain. And see, it's still at full brightness, hadn't depleted at all. So, alright, we'll come check on it again here in a little while. But it's going good so far. Alright, as you can see, we are now 2 hours deep into this test. And look at the beam. Let me turn off the light here and I'll show you. The batteries have deteriorated a little bit. Alright, I am holding the Maglite. Let me get this situated here. Now I'm going to turn on the Brinkman. See, this is the Brinkman. See, look at this. The Maglite's beam has gotten to be about as dim as the Brinkman. Like I said, 2 hours deep into the test. And it's still more than half brightness, so I'm impressed so far. Alright, as you can tell, watch this. We are now 3 hours into the battery drain, and the light has diminished quite a bit. It's still usable. I'm going to turn off the big light. We're going to turn on the Brinkman now again. Here's the Brinkman, and you can see the Maglite is well below the Brinkman. I'd say the Maglite is operating right now at about maybe 40 to 50% brightness. So we are 3 hours deep into this battery drain, and as you can tell, the light is still usable for like indoors. Like there's my elevator buttons over there. You can clearly see the clock. Let's shine it across. Let's go out here and look. I mean, it's light in here, but you can still see you can still see with the flashlight even at 3 hours. All right, look at the time now. That's right.
It's 21 hours.
That's right. It's 9 o'clock. 4 hours into our battery drain test. Let's take a look here. We're going to turn off the light. Okay. the batteries have depleted quite a bit, or the light has depleted quite a bit. I'm going to turn on the Brinkmann now. Brinkmann is on the left, Mag is on the right. As you can tell, I'd say it's dimmed to about, I don't know, I'm saying maybe 25% full brightness. It's almost at moonlight. I will do the dimmer here so you can see. Alright, I'm going to set the Brinkmann down. Let me put it on dimmer mode. Here we go. See? That's about it. And as you can see, it still gives, let me turn off the flashlight. It still gives usable light for like navigating around inside your room, but it's to the point now where, I mean, it's really dim. Alright, we are now at 9:30, 4.5 hours into this battery drain. Look who's here, it's Cookie. Hi Cookie. There's Cookie. Alright, let's see here. Do I have the Brinkmann in my pocket? Yes, I do. We're going to do one more comparison. As you can tell, it's pretty much down to nothing. Alright, we're going to turn off the light. There's the Maglite. There's the Brinkmann. So, pretty much, you get about 2 hours of very useful light. From 2 to 3, it dims down a little bit. And from 3 to 4, it goes down even more. And after 4 hours, see, it's pretty much just on a twilight mode. Where I'm standing across, just to give you an idea, I'm standing across my room. There's my elevator buttons. Now with the Brinkmann, so. Alright, these are the batteries that were used for the battery drain test. Energizer 850 milliamp rechargeables. These batteries are about, I'd say, a good 4 years old. 3 or 4 years old. And the reason I use these older batteries is to give you a real idea of how the light will perform with some used batteries. According to the battery charger, the flashlight drained them to about 0.94 volt, which is in essence pretty dead. So, that's it for the battery drain. Alright, in conclusion, based on my experience using this flashlight, I will give the Maglite XL100 an 8 out of 10. Meaning, I highly recommend this flashlight, especially as an everyday carry light. The only real issues I have with this light, which are not too serious, is 1, there's no hole for a lanyard, so you can't carry it on a strap. 2, it's got a plastic lens instead of glass, meaning it'll probably scratch easier. 3, look at the pattern of the knurling. It's straight. Meaning if you have any grease or anything on your hand, you go to turn it on, it might be hard to push the button or it might slip out of your hand. I don't understand why they didn't use their diamond knurling. This is a lot easier to hold on to. And lastly, the battery life could be a little bit better, but then again, look how bright this flashlight is. But overall, this is a great flashlight. A really good thing about this is it was made in the USA by Americans for America and the rest of the world. Mag is an excellent company that stands behind their products, as this flashlight has a lifetime warranty. So I can safely say, go out and buy this flashlight. Thank you for watching this review. Hope you enjoyed it, and that's it.